Hello everyone, this is Herb from World of Walt coming to you live from the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. It is a breezy Saturday morning, afternoon, around 11:30 or so. A beautiful day, about 72. Gonna get up into the lower 80s, and the Magic Kingdom is packed. There are a lot of people here today. I have a fast pass for Big Thunder Mountain, so I'm going to stroll back to Frontierland and see if we can take that in. Glad you could join me. It's a windy day here. You can see that the scrims are up in front of the Emporium. Actually, not the building itself, but a scrim in front of the building. A lot of refurbishments going on this time of year, the Magic Kingdom and all around Walt Disney World. Oops, and my gimbal's got a little bit of a shake to it today, so hopefully we'll have a good video. We'll see how it goes. Oops, there we go again. Okay, so maybe that's not going to work. May just have to go for the manual approach. Was going to be a little shaky, so sorry for that. Hi Austin, thanks for joining me. Patrick, thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate when you do that and when other folks do it. Johnny asks how the weather is. It's great. It's really hard to imagine a nicer day. It's lower 70s today and just really beautiful. Janice, good morning. Nice to see you here. Cece, I think I said your name correctly, from Hong Kong. Wow, thank you. Steven says, how are you allowed to take your camera on the ride? I think you usually can, unless they specifically tell you that you can't. So there are some attractions where they say no photographs, but if they don't say that, I think it's okay. Mike and Tammy, hello. Thanks for joining me on Facebook Live. It's kind of a windy day, a little bit cloudy, but really, really nice day today. Hello, Dawn. Rob from Wisconsin, hello. Sandy from Maine, thanks for joining me. Molly says, take the shortcut to the left at the end of Main Street. Okay, we'll do that. We'll hang a left here at the end of Main Street, and we will head towards Frontierland to hopefully take in Big Thunder Mountain. Amy says, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. Peyton from Kentucky, thank you for being here with me. Christy says she misses Disney. It's time to plan another trip. That's always a good time to plan another trip. Hi, Jennifer from upstate New York. Hi, Dawn. Debbie's going to be here on Monday, says it looks busy. It is really busy today. I was actually surprised at the crowds here today. And everything from the parking lot to security to getting through the entrance gates. It's just packed today. I think it's because it's such a beautiful day here. Barbara from New Jersey, hello. Hi, Tom. Shawnee's going to be here in November. Pam tells me that Buffalo says hello. Hello back to Buffalo. Heather's got 47 days. Lori's got to wait till July to come. Hello, Erica Peterson and all Petersons out there. Thank you for joining me. Very nice spot here to take in the view of Cinderella Castle. The flowers here are really, really nice. Molly says, thanks for taking you along. Glad to do it. It's a lot more fun with other folks join me. Oh, Jonathan from Fort Lauderdale. Just a little bit further south. Linda's going to be here in May. Don says, what do I smell? You know, we just walked by Casey's Corner, and I saw all kinds of people with hot dogs, which smelled really good and kind of made me hungry. Liz is going to be here in April. Crystal has only 7 days to wait. Okay, we are headed through Adventureland on our way to Frontierland. Sorry that the video is a little bit shaky today. My camera stabilizer or gimbal seem to be having some seizures, so even though this is bumpy, it's not as bumpy as it was when I was using the stabilization, which sounds kind of crazy. I think maybe it's just a low battery issue. Joys of technology. Janet says good morning. Thank you for being here. Sunshine Tree Terrace is over here to the right, where people are lined up for some delicious cold treats. Scott from Halifax, Nova Scotia, thank you. Digging out from 2 big storms. We have the Swiss Family Treehouse here on the left, which is now open again after some refurbishment work. Actually, one of these days when I do a broadcast, I'll have to go up through the treehouse. That would be kind of fun. Tim is counting down. 335 days to go. Sounds like a Christmas trip. Johnny says, how do I feel about Wishes going? I'm hopeful. I really like Wishes. I've heard that the nighttime fireworks show at Disneyland kind of puts Wishes at Disney World to shame, although I haven't seen it. Me, just knowing Wishes here in Florida, it's kind of hard for me to imagine how they're going to top it, but I have high hopes for it. I think Disney knows that's a premier nighttime spectacular. They really want to get that right. Elaine says she wishes she were here. Neil says, looks busy, and it is. This is a super busy day. Jessica says she's a big Disney fan, loves it. Glad you could be here with me. Again, sorry for the shaky camera work here today. Hopefully next week the gimbal to stabilize the video will be back in order. Lauren from Bridgewater, Massachusetts. And Monica says, it's Kayla from Ohio. At the totems here, near the Jungle Cruise. Enchanted Tiki Room. Jeremy's going to be here in March. We'll be here before you know it. All right, we are coming up on Pirates of the Caribbean here to our left. We'll see how long a wait there is. It's usually a good indicator for how busy the park is. It's easy to see the park is pretty busy today, but we'll see what the wait time looks like for Pirates. I thought about doing a broadcast from Pirates, but I just don't think you'd be able to see very much given how dark it is. Hi, Jane from Pennsylvania, and Kathy's going to be here in May. Donna says, is Pandora open? Not yet. Pandora will be opening in May, I believe the date is. So expect some soft openings before then. Definitely plan to do some broadcasts once it does start to open. I'm actually very much looking forward to it. Not necessarily a big fan of the movie, but I'm excited to see what Disney does with that new section of Animal Kingdom. Okay, so I can see the sign over here. Maybe you can see it. The standby wait for Pirates is 60 minutes. That tells me that this park is busy. Okay, entrance to Frontierland is right ahead. Patrick knows how to talk like a pirate. Carolina from Peru, thank you for joining. Sean has 65 degrees in Maryland. How is that? You only have 5 degrees on us here in Florida. That's crazy. I did hear, though, that there was some snow up north, so maybe that will help the snow go away. Brian said the 27th is a date for Pandora. That sounds right. I know it's right around Memorial Day. Also around the time when the annual pass holders who have blackout dates get blacked out, which I'm sure that was a careful planning effort. Disney wanted to make sure that Pandora is not going to be too overwhelmed. Actually, I'm sure it's going to be overwhelmed no matter. Anything new that opens up, people are going to flock to it. But that will help to reduce the number of pass holders who are able to go and check it out right away. Barbara says thank you. You're welcome. Over here on the left, we have the Golden Oak Outpost, former French fry stand. Now looks like they have chicken nuggets, which also sounds good. Tommy's going to be here in March. Emma says, have they changed the FastPass system? I guess it depends on when the last time you were here. So current system is called FastPass Plus, where you can make 3 reservations 30 or 60 days in advance, depending on whether or not you are staying on park property. So they're connected to your park ticket or Magic Band. No more paper fast passes. Ken says you won't get wet in front of Splash Mountain. No, I will try to not get wet. That would be very bad for the phone. But we will stop and take a quick look at what's going on at Splash Mountain. I can see Big Thunder straight ahead. Robin is a fan of the taco salad at Pecos Bills. I call Pecos Bills the Disney version of Chipotle. And I'm a Chipotle fan, so to me it's a good thing. John says goes multiple times a month. It's not that busy, I think is what he said. John's going to be here in May. All right, we'll wait for the next raft to come down to the Briar Patch before we continue our journey. Sherry says Animal Kingdom is favorite park. Hello, Mary from Texas. All right, there we go. People got a little splash there. Danielle is hoping to come in December. Tim, thank you for your comment about the Pin of the Month Club. I appreciate that. Tim's a member. If you like a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home each month, go to pinofthemonthclub.com and sign up. There's a shameless plug for today. Robin said she was here at Christmas. Best trip ever. Michael says Philly is in the house. You know, I may see if I can stop for just a moment and detach my gimbal stabilizer because it's just sort of hanging there, being an extra weight, dead weight, which means you may get a view of the sky for a minute while I'm doing that, if I can find a place to stop and do it. Let's see if we can go over here by the Frontierland Railroad Station. The train is shut down for refurbishment, so no trains are running right now. Kathy's going to go in May. All right, let's see if I can prop up the camera, give you a view of something other than the sky while I take just a second to pack up my gear here. And hopefully don't lose my camera in this crack. All right, so I'm still here, taking a second to pack some things up before I head over to Big Thunder Mountain. Hopefully I'll be able to take you along with me. I don't recall any photography restrictions at Big Thunder Mountain. If they tell me I can't broadcast, though, I won't. I'll shut it down. But hopefully we can do that together. Appreciate everyone being here with me today. Beautiful Saturday afternoon at the Magic Kingdom. The weather is really, really nice. Okay, I'm packing, putting my stuff away. Almost done. Thanks for your patience. Okay, I'm back. Oops, sorry for my finger there. Vicky said she missed me in the broadcast. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate your saying that. That's really nice. Past few weeks, his schedule has been a little bit crazy. So most Saturdays I try to come over to one of the Disney parks, not always. I think it was last week I actually caught a break and was able to get into the first open public performance of Rivers of Light at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So there is a Facebook Live broadcast of that. If you didn't have a chance to join me that Friday night, go check it out. Let's see if we can go on Big Thunder Mountain. Standby wait is 60 minutes. Thank goodness for fast passes.
So what are like the biggest?
Lori says she has never been to Disney World and wants to go. I hope you get a chance. It is a great experience. Sarah says the best spot is in the back of Big Thunder. Dawn says Mary wants to know if, and I missed it. Sorry, Dawn. Didn't get a chance to see your full comment there. They sort of skim by pretty quick. Sorry about that. Bruce, they should have a contest. Lisa says, thank you, makes you feel like you're there. Glad that you could be there with me. Christopher, will the train that circles the Magic Kingdom be reopened by this year's, I think he said Not So Scary. I would guess so. I don't know for certain, but I think the refurbishment of the trains is just planned for a few months. I think it'd be pretty unusual for it to be down for 7 or 8 months. So I think you got a pretty good shot at that. Lindsay asks if her son would overheat because of the long lines. Definitely depends on the time you go. So anytime other than the dead of winter, it's going to be hot. Thank you. But if you do have special needs in your family, you can always stop by Disney Guest Services and they will help you out. There have been changes recently with the way Disney handles people with special needs. But I think they're still pretty accommodating, probably more so than you'll find other places. So if you're planning a trip, give Disney a call, or if you're going to be here, stop by Guest Services and they will help you out. Katie said it would be cool if I could Facebook Live other rides as well. Yes, it would be. You're right. Hope to do that whenever I can. There's some sort of announcement. I'm going to see if I can hear it. They're making an announcement, which I can't hear. I hope they're not saying the ride is down. Shawnee said 90 degrees at Christmas time one year. Yeah, even in late December here in Central Florida, it can still be very, very warm. You just don't know. You can get a cold snap, you might need a jacket, or it could be like summertime. Jerry said the Fast Pass line is long. You know, you're right. Normally, you don't have to be back so far for the Fast Pass line. It's really kind of backed up right now. I guess it's probably a sign of everything else going on and being so busy in the park today. Tim is asking for a shout out to Riley and Haley. You bet. Riley and Haley, thanks for joining me. Appreciate your being with me here on Facebook Live, and thanks for always joining. And thanks to the Peterson family for all your support at World of Walt. Robin, seeing how long Fast Pass is, does it move quicker than Standby? She's never used Fast Pass. Yes, definitely. So even though we're kind of stuck in an unusual backup of the Fast Pass line here right now, it will still move a whole lot faster than the Standby line. Fast Pass, you may need to wait 5 or 10 minutes, but right now the sign out front says you'll probably be waiting an hour for Standby. So definitely take advantage of your 3 Fast Pass opportunities when you visit a park. And my idea on the best way to maximize Fast Pass has kind of changed. In the past, I didn't really know that it made a big difference what time you chose your fast passes. Now I'm becoming more of the mindset that getting them earlier in the day is a good idea, because you can get fourth and a fifth fast pass if they're available for late in the day, but you can only get them after you use the first three. So no guarantees on what's going to be available and when, but you may want to make your fast passes for earlier in the day. Robin says, what do they do that makes a fast pass line move faster? So they're actually two separate queues, and they look at the capacity of the attraction and plan out only a certain number of fast pass slots based on the ride's attraction, and they just plan for a certain number of people during a certain period of time, so they know they can get them in pretty quickly. Whereas by going to the queue, the standby queue, the non-fast pass line, you don't really know how many people are going to be there, and so you're sort of at the mercy of how many people have showed up. And more people show up, the longer you wait. Dickie says, after this, usually goes to the Country Bear Jamboree. I am a big Country Bear Jamboree fan. If you haven't been there, I definitely recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those things that people say one and done, or they don't spend a lot of time checking it out, but it's fun. If you like corny jokes, even if you don't like country music, I would recommend going back and revisiting the Country Bear Jamboree. Minerva asks if you have to buy a fast pass. Nope, it is, at least these days, part of all standard tickets. Jennifer says, what's the wait time for Seven Dwarfs? I did not check that. I can only imagine. If I took a wild guess, I would say it's probably 2 hours, but that is just a wild guess. If you go to the My Disney Experience mobile app, you can actually see the current wait times in the park. It'd be fun if somebody checked that out and let everybody know what the wait time is. I'm sure it's really long. Kimberly is a fan of the Country Bear Jamboree. Tim says, what is my favorite attraction of all 4 parks? It's like saying, who's your favorite child? But if I had to pick one, I would say the Tower of Terror at Disney's Hollywood Studios is my favorite attraction, at least these days. I think it's got it all. It's got story, it's got architecture, it's got thrills, it's got special effects. I am a huge, huge fan of the Tower of Terror. When Disney decided to change the one in California, it made me a little bit nervous, but I think our Tower of Terror is safe for now. Crystal says, loves that I do this, thank you very much. Kelly says, do her a favor and get a Dole Whip sometime. I will have a Dole Whip for you one of these days. Kelly, thank you. Miriam says, Tower of Terror, all-time best ride. Glad that you're a fan, too. Dawn is a fan of the Tower of Terror. Actually, I'd love to hear what other people think as well, what your favorite attraction is. Okay, time for the second Fast Pass scan. Tim said, Seven Dwarfs is 80 minutes. And he is a fan of the Tower of Terror, too. Yeah, I think as far as Disney attraction goes, it's got it all. Yeah, Dawn says 80 minutes for Seven Dwarfs. It's actually less than I would have thought. But it's still a long time to wait in a line. Hello, Charlie from Pensacola. Robin is a fan of Soarin'. You know what? Soarin' is definitely on my list of top attractions as well. I think they did a great job with the new movie. I think the attraction system, especially when it came out, was very unique. I am a big Soarin' fan. It's definitely on my list of top picks. Butch and Kayla have never done the Tower of Terror. If you're okay with drops and thrills and an attraction that's a little bit spooky, I highly recommend it. Dickie says, standby is 60 minutes. Yep. The Magic Kingdom is packed today. Gail is a fan of Space Mountain. I like Space Mountain too. As I have aged and acquired a few more gray hairs, it seems like the ride has gotten a little more bumpy over time on Space Mountain. but it's still a lot of fun. Kate from Illinois. Linda, do they shut down the Carousel of Progress? That's her favorite. Ah, that's another great one too. I am a big fan of the Carousel of Progress, and I'm still glad it's here. I often think that its days are numbered, but so far it is still with us. To me, it's a classic. Someone asked if you can see the story of the Tower of Terror. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. Scrolled off the top.
Come on down. I'll take that.
You can go through the queue in the library, which is the pre-show, into the basement before you load onto the elevator, where the actual drop happens. So if you wanted to take in sort of the ambiance of the Tower of Terror before actually getting on the ride itself, you could do that. You sure wouldn't get the full experience, but you'd get a good taste of it. So you can do that. Tammy from Ohio, thanks for joining me. Tammy from Peoria, Illinois is another Soarin' fan. Pam loves the Grand Fiesta. That's a good choice. You know, it's interesting. I think if you look at any attraction, it will be someone's favorite, and that's kind of fun.
You can if you want to. Yeah. Alrighty, folks, follow her all the way down. And you can take roll.
Okay. All right, we're in. Cheryl's a Haunted Mansion fan. Karen is a big Thunder fan. Thanks for joining me. Tony gives a thumbs up. I am hoping that the connection stays good and that you're able to see what's going on with all the bumps. I think it's going to be a bumpy video, but still fun. Glad you could join me. Michael loves the shows at the Magic Kingdom. Me too. Rochelle, another fan of the Grand Fiesta. Jan says, too hard to pick a favorite. Yeah, there are a lot of good choices. Someone asked if I'm a hands in the air fan for roller coasters. Normally, I don't think I'm going to be while holding my phone though, because I do not want to lose it. That would be really, really bad. Patricia, thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate you doing that. Great way to spread the word. All right, we're in. John says, being a past mansion servant, he's truly fond of it. Wow, that's cool that you had a chance to work there. I think that would be kind of a fun place to be a cast member. Oh my goodness, Brenda is a fan of Rock and Roller Coaster, so am I. The great 1-2 punch is Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror. Clark says, can't wait to go back. Wildest ride in the wilderness. All right, here we go. 2 hands on the phone. Looks like they have the water working up here. Yeehaw! Try. Okay, I think I lost the connection for a minute, but we're back. Nice view of the Magic Kingdom. Donna says, say hi to Jason. Oh, Jason. Time for the second lift. We made it. Donna, Jason says thank you. Thanks, Jason. Thanks for joining me for a ride on Big Thunder Mountain. David said I'm quiet. I'm trying not to squeal like a girl so that I don't embarrass myself. I try not to talk too much while I'm on the attraction so not to disturb everyone else around me. All right, we're back. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me on Big Thunder Mountain. Hope the video wasn't too crazy to watch. Holly says it was fun. Thank you. Thanks for joining me. We'll walk out here for a second before wrapping it up for today. Andy says it's a classic ride. Hope says it's thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Leanne says thank you. You are welcome. I really appreciate your joining me today. Beautiful day here at the Magic Kingdom. Crowded, busy, but beautiful. Julie says it was longer than she thought. It is a pretty good ride. It does last for a little bit. It's a lot of fun. Balaam from Mission, Texas. Mary says thanks. You are welcome. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining me. If you enjoyed watching the video today, please follow or like or subscribe or whatever sort of button that Facebook gives you on the video. It will then notify you. Facebook will notify you when I go live. If you don't catch me live, the recordings stay on Facebook, so you can check them out there as well. And I appreciate your time to be with me today. Thanks for everyone who also checks out the World of Walt site, and I appreciate that. I'm usually doing a Facebook Live broadcast on Saturday mornings, not always, but usually. So if you're interested, please join me in the future. Thanks also for all the likes and smiles and thumbs up and comments. It's really a lot of fun when you do that. So thank you very much. Hope everyone has a terrific weekend. Thanks for joining me, and God bless.